What time have you got, please?
The time? Oh, it's 20 to 11.
20 to 11.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, get me room service, please.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't have room service.
Look, all I want's a cup of coffee. Can you send me up some coffee?
No, sorry, sir. We can't send any food or beverages up to the room. We do not have room.
I see. Thank you very much. Hello, will you get me to police, please?
What? What was that?
Will you put me through to the nearest police department, please?
Police? Yeah, all right, hold on.
An operator.
Yeah?
What's the name of this hotel?
The Henrose Hotel.
Thank you.
Rochester Road Police Station?
Hello, do you have a homicide department there?
What?
Will you put me through to homicide, please?
Homicide? Who is this? What's your name?
Guess.
Now, look, don't be funny.
No, I'm not being funny. My name is Guess. G-U-E-S-S. Frank Guess.
Frank Guess. Address?
I'm at the Henrose Hotel.
Henrose Hotel. Where's that?
Oh, hell, I'm afraid I don't know.
It's 137 Lucas Gardens, SW1.
You the hotel telephonist?
Yes, he's in room 16 on the second floor.
What do you want, Mr. Guess?
I want to report the murder.
When I came on duty this morning, the night porter told me that there was an American gentleman in room 16. He only arrived at 4 a.m. and didn't want any call.
He didn't sign the book. All he's done is scroll Pennsylvania, USA all across here.
Yes.
No name.
The night porter probably didn't notice.
Yeah, everyone's supposed to sign the register. It's an alien's order.
I know. I'll get rid of that night porter.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
fire
in the
him.
meantime, take me up to room 16, will you? Mr. Guest?
Yeah.
No, thank you, Al. I'm Detective Sergeant Charlton. Oh, where's
What?
The body.
That's a $64,000 question.
Look, you reported a murder. If this is some kind of hoax or something, you're in serious trouble.
Oh, I wish that was the kind of trouble I was in.
I think I should warn you.
That anything I say may be taken down and used against me. Sure, I know. Go ahead, shoot.
You're saying that you've killed someone and you don't know where they are?
That's what I'm saying.
Who have you killed?
Well, I've been thinking about that.
You've been thinking about it?
I mean, I've been trying to think. Her name, who she is, but was.
You don't know her name? A girl?
Yes, she was a girl, all right.
You can't remember her name at all?
Well, her name was either Vicky or Anne.
How do you mean, either Vicky or Anne?
Well, there were two girls, you see, and one of them, I went back with one of them to her apartment or room or whatever it was.
But you can't remember which one of the two you went back with?
Not her name, no. I remember her face.
And what she looked like?
A blonde.
Anything else?
Well, good looking, real pretty, you know.
Yeah.
And she had a kind of a Cockney accent, I guess you'd call it, and a blue dress.
Blue dress?
Yeah, with short skirt, real short, way above the knee, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. How old would you say she was?
Oh, 20s, early 20s.
Natural blonde or dyed?
I don't know. She had blue eyes.
You're sure about that?
Yeah.
But you're not sure which one of the two it was, Vicky or Anne?
They were both blondes with blue eyes.
Where did all this happen, then?
You mean, where did I do it?
Yeah, where did you do it? What address?
I don't know the address.
District?
I don't know, downtown.
Downtown where?
I don't know.
Well, do you remember where you met the girl?
Yeah, some club in Soho.
Anything else?
She liked to dance.
You danced with her?
Yeah, I danced with both of them.
This place in Soho where you met them?
That's right.
Yeah, and when you left the place sometime later, you were pretty drunk, eh?
Yeah, you can say that again.
You got a passport, Mr. Guest?
Yeah, sure.
See, you arrived in this country last, Tuesday.
That's right.
One thing I was surprised you haven't mentioned yet.
Now, what's that?
How you killed her.
You didn't ask me.
I'm asking you now.
I hit her.
What with?
Well,
Karate?
kind of.
And that killed her?
Well, I don't know if that killed her or... When she fell, you see, she hit her head.
What on?
Well, around the fire, there was sort of brass railings, a fire guard or something.
And then?
She lay still.
What did you do?
I grabbed my coat and went to the door.
You grabbed your coat. This one?
Yeah, I'd taken it off.
Go on.
Well, I got out of there fast. It was on street level, this apartment was. No stairs. I went straight to the front door and out in the street. I didn't run, but I walked pretty fast. Well, it was a quiet street, and it must have been very late because there's hardly any traffic around, yeah.
But you didn't remember where it was, I mean, the name of the street.
No, I didn't. I didn't notice the name of the street or any street. Well, I walked for quite a while, 15, 20 minutes. I kept looking for a cab, but I didn't see any cabs. And then I found myself in a kind of a main street, and there was more traffic around, and after a while, a cab came along.
Where'd you tell the cab to go?
I think I said to take me to a hotel near the airport terminal of Victoria, yeah.
Why?
Well, I'd left my bag at the terminal. You see, I was supposed to be on a plane back to the States this morning. Pan Am, Flight 6.
How much was the cab fare?
Gee.
You don't recall how much you paid him?
Well, I think I gave him £1 and said to keep the change. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. Grab your coat, Mr. Guest. Let's go.
I waited a minute, and then when she didn't move, I stooped down and looked at her. There was a little blood at the side of her head running down to the neck. I didn't think she was dead at first. I reached out and tried to feel her pulse. I couldn't feel any pulse. I put my ear close to her mouth. I couldn't hear any breathing. She was dead. I left the premises quickly. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is there anything you wish to add to this statement?
No?
Then if you'll sign each page, please, I'll witness it.
Mr. Guess, amongst these various contents of your pockets, can you see anything that's missing?
Missing? No, I don't believe so. Of course, I haven't looked at the billfold. I mean, I haven't looked inside of it. No, everything seems to be there.
Quite a few credit cards we've got in here.
Well, you can't get far these days without credit cards.
Is that so?
I see from your passport that you're married.
That's right.
Any children?
2, boy and a girl.
You have 2 driving licenses here. One for the state of Pennsylvania, one for the state of New York. Why is that?
Well, we live in Pennsylvania, see, but I work in New York, and, well, you can drive in New York on a Pennsylvania license, but not indefinitely, you know?
This firm you work for, import-export of agricultural tools.
Agricultural tools and implements, that's right.
You a partner in the firm or an employee?
No, an employee, but an executive. I'm head buyer for Europe.
Yes, I see from your passport you've made numerous trips to Europe in the past 2 years. Mostly to the United Kingdom and to Austria.
That's right. We buy mainly British from Sheffield and Austrian from Vienna.
According to this airplane ticket, you were due to fly to New York at 10:05 this morning.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
I overslept.
You could have caught a later plane. Why didn't you?
Well, when I first woke up, I mean, very first thing, that's what I thought I would do, catch the first plane I could back to the States. But, well, then I got to thinking, for one thing, I'd been seen with that girl, whoever she was. I'd been seen at that place where I met her. People there could give a description of me. And I guess I told her my name. I mean, I must have given my name to that other girl who was with her, and we'd been seen leaving together, you know? Well, then I realized it was the wrong thing to do, to try to duck out like that. I realized the right thing to do is to call the police. Well, I've got some conscience, you know. Oh, I should have called you last night instead of getting the hell out of there. I know.
Yes? Nothing at all, eh? And the chandelier? I see, yes. But well, there's no report anywhere of any body having been found.
All those nightclub birds don't get up very early. She probably won't be missed until this evening.
No, especially if, as you say, this girl lived on her own.
Oh, yeah, she was on her own in that place. It was a kind of a one-room deal, you know? The bed was right there in the living room.
Did she suggest going back to her place, or did you?
Well...
Yes.
Well, I had suggested earlier on, in fact, a couple of times to each of them, that maybe we could get out of there and go someplace a little more private, but, well, they both said they couldn't leave the club. They had to stick around. Well, then 2 or 3 bottles of champagne later, one of them...
You were drinking champagne?
Yeah, they were. Boy, could those girls knock back the champagne.
What were you drinking?
Me? Scotch.
Scotch?
Yeah. Well, one of them says to me while we're dancing that if I could slip her a 10 spot, she might be...
Slip her a what?
A 10 pounds. One of those brown ones, you know? She might be able to square it with her boss to get out of there, and I could see her home. Well, it was all right with me.
So you did?
Yeah, as soon as we got back to the table. Yeah, it was my last 10, as I recall. I had nothing but pound bills left after that. Well, she disappears for quite a while, and I think maybe that's the last I'm going to see of her and of the 10. But sure enough, back she comes, says she's ready to go, and we go. We get a cab right outside the door.
She told the driver where to go?
Yeah, but I didn't catch the address.
Did you hear any part of it?
No, I'm afraid not. I wasn't listening.
How long did it take?
Cab ride? Oh, not too long. 10, 15 minutes, I guess.
10 or 15 minutes from Soho. Could be almost anywhere.
So, when you get to her place, she invites you in.
Oh, sure. There wasn't any question of my not coming in. She just opens the door and we go on in. Well, she lights this little gas fire, and it's kind of cozy in there. She's real friendly, and before long we're doing a bit of necking, and things look good.
Did she give you a drink?
Drink? Yeah, she did now I think of it.
What was it?
Gin, I believe.
Gin.
Yeah, it was gin. I can taste it now. Well, we're sitting on the sofa, and I got my coat off, and then suddenly, out of left field, she looks at her watch and says it's time for me to be going. I said, what the hell, it isn't time for me to be going? She says, sure it is, because her boyfriend's going to be calling round any minute, and if he catches me there, he's going to be awful sore, so I got to get going right away. Well, I argue a bit, but she seems to really mean it, says she doesn't want any trouble and for me to get going. Well, I'm standing there, just got up off of the sofa, and suddenly I see red. I mean, I really see red. Well, I'm good and drunk, you know, and she's kind of needling me there and showing me the door, and suddenly, I'm telling you, I just reach out, and I draw back my hand, and I clobber her. I really clobber her. I really... Well, she goes down like a log, hits her head with a clunk. Her head hits the... like I told you. Well, she hits her head on the fire guard, and she just lies there still. And after a while, I go over and kneel down beside her to try to feel, well, like I told you, feel her pulse, see if she was still breathing, or... Oh, God, I murdered her. I murdered her.
Yeah. Have a cigarette.
No, I don't smoke.
You say this was a karate-type blow you struck her. Well, I don't have to tell you that a single blow like that isn't going to kill anyone, unless it hit a particular spot on the neck. But I must ask you to remain here, of course. But not in a cell. There's a room down the corridor you can wait in for now. Take him along to 2A, will you?
Come along, Mr. Guest. The lab will probably be finished with your suit by now.
I feel like I'm going to Turkish bath.
And I think, Mr. Guest, you should consider contacting the American Embassy. You're at liberty to use the phone.
You're going to need a solicitor.
Huh?
Lawyer.
But I imagine the best thing for you is to contact your embassy for advice, if nothing else. But you're under no obligation to, of course. It's up to you.
Thanks.
This is Inspector Cooper. I want a complete record check on Guess. 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 Frank William. Born June the 6th, 1928. Height 6'1". Dark hair, gray eyes. Place of birth, Strasburg, Pennsylvania, USA. Passport number Z71098. Yeah. Issued at Philadelphia, April 17th, 1965. Point of entry, London Airport. Immigration officer stamp 379. Yeah. 3 months entry visa. Yeah, that's right. And see what you can get from New York, huh? Thank you.
You remember some things in such detail, and other things not at all. There's nothing much we can do until then.
Yep. All right. Oh, how's the lunch?
Great. Say, do all your prisoners get food like this?
You're not a prisoner.
How come?
Oh, there's no charge against you yet.
Did they find anything on my suit?
Haven't seen the report?
Well, what do they expect to find?
Oh, I don't know. A hair that isn't yours? Something like that.
Hair that isn't mine. Sounds kind of sinister. Betty will be up now. Yeah, I see she'll She'll be in the kitchen making coffee. Julie will be with her eating her sugar puffs, and Donnie will still be asleep. He usually sleeps till after 8, and then there's a rush to get him on the school bus. Yeah, that's the way it'll be there right now. Quiet. Quiet up there in the mornings.
You live in the country?
No, not the country. Bangor. It's a small town, but, well, we live on top of a hill, see? There's trees all around. Makes it pretty quiet. Later on, there's more traffic on the highway, but first thing in the morning... Oh, boy. Oh, brother. Say, listen, I've been thinking, I want very much to call home, to phone home. Do you think that'd be all right? That'd be okay to phone my wife? I mean, I'd pay for the call, or I could call collect. I mean,
when do you want to make the call?
Well, right away. I mean, I guess the sooner I let her know, the better. I mean, I'd rather she heard about it from me than read about it in the papers or something.
You realize, of course, if you do phone her, the call will be monitored and recorded.
Oh, sure, that's all right. That's fair enough.
Yeah, you better get yourself dressed then. I'll see if I can arrange it. Oh, what's the phone number?
Bangor, Pennsylvania, 25417.
25417.
Pennsylvania, 25417. Yes. Is that Mrs. Frank Guest? Yes. Hold on, please. I have an overseas call for you. Go ahead, London.
Oh, Betty, it's Frank.
Frank? You're calling from London.
Yeah, still here. I didn't make that plane this morning.
You're coming on a later plane.
Well, no, I'm not.
Frank.
How are you, Betty?
I'm fine.
And
But Frank.
Donnie and Julie?
Fine, fine. So what's the situation then? When will you be back?
Look, Betty, something... I've done a terrible thing, see. I wanted to tell you about it before you heard about it some other way. I wanted to tell you that last night
Yeah? What is it, Frank?
Last night I killed a girl here in London.
Huh?
I killed a girl. Well, I was pretty loaded, see. I mean, I was drunk out of my mind, and I killed her.
Oh, Frank, what girl?
A girl I met here in London. Betty, you there? You hear me?
How did you... When did it happen?
Last night, early hours this morning.
Where are you now?
With the police.
You're under arrest?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, God. Frank, I can't believe it. You can't
Betty,
believe
you've got to believe it. Look, if any of you police officers are listening, will you please talk to my wife, confirm what I've said?
Mrs. Guest, I'm afraid I must substantiate everything your husband has just told you. I am Detective Superintendent Sutton of the Metropolitan Police. Now, if you wish to contact your husband, I suggest you do so through the American Embassy in London. They will know where to reach him. Well, now, Mr. Guest, will you please finish your conversation?
Betty?
Yes?
Well, I wanted to talk to you while I still could. You see, I don't know... God, I don't know what's going to happen. I just wanted to tell you how sorry I am and that, well, this other girl... I hope you can find some forgiveness, and I want you to know I love you.
And, how could you?
Yeah, how could I? That's right. I feel such a... Oh, sorry, Betty. I just thought it better like this rather than you just hearing about it. Look, so long, honey. Take care of yourself, huh? Take care of the kid.
You got legal help there, have you? Get the
Yeah, sure. I'll be all right. No, don't worry. So long, Betty.
Was honest with her, all right?
He didn't pull any punches?
No.
We're closed. We don't open till 8:30. Now look, our application for renewal is in the post. It's been in the post since the first of the week.
I don't hear about your license. You're the manager?
Uh-huh.
Is Sonia in?
You mean Miss Sonia?
I don't mean Mr. Sonia. Oh,
Charlton, isn't it?
yes. What a wonderful memory you have, Sonia.
Bobby Charlton, isn't it?
No, that's somebody else.
Oh, well, never mind. Come and sit down. We haven't seen you since our protection problem last year.
You got all that sorted out then, did you?
Obviously. Wouldn't still be here, would we? You met my new manager?
Yeah, quite a turnover in managers you have.
Some last longer than others.
And that's life.
Cute though, isn't he?
Cute as can be.
Ducky, if you've finished your meal, will you take the dog out?
What, again?
He hasn't been out since this afternoon. Three times round Soho Square. And Ducky, don't rush him.
See you later, Sheriff.
Yeah, see you later, Ducky.
Would you like a drink?
Not on duty.
Ah, you're on duty. I thought maybe you were on pleasure.
Ever seen him before?
Yes.
He was here last night.
Yes, an American. Very drunk. Leaning all over the girls on the dance floor.
Oh, which girls?
Which girls was he dancing with?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vicky or Anne?
Perhaps. Yes, I think he was dancing with them.
Then one of them left with him.
The girls never leave with the customers.
Never? Well, hardly ever, eh? Have you got the addresses of Vicky and Anne?
Oh, they don't have addresses, only phony ones.
Don't you keep books, employment records?
Bookkeeping was never my strong point. Do you know, Sergeant Charlton, I like your eyes. Such innocent blue ones.
Don't let them fool you.
They don't, not for a moment.
What time do the girls come to work?
In about an hour.
I'll wait.
Would you like to wait in my office? It's cozier in there.
Well, this is cozy enough.
Do you think one of my girls has been naughty or something?
I think one of your girls might have been murdered or something.
In summer, too, Horlicks. Horlicks because restful sleep is sleep that follows this natural rhythm. And when you sleep well, you wake refreshed in the morning. To get the most out of summer days, make sure that your regular bedtime drink is comforting, creamy Horlicks. Horlicks, the food drink of the night.
Hold on, will you? I think he's just coming.
Mrs. Guess on the phone from America, sir.
Put her through, will you?
Yes, Mrs. Guess. It's Detective Superintendent Sutton speaking.
I'm sorry to bother you.
It's no bother. Can I help you?
I just called to ask if
Yes.
it's true. It is true. My husband has been arrested for murder.
Well, he hasn't been arrested. He's helping us with our inquiries.
He's going to be arrested, isn't he?
But it doesn't necessarily follow
God.
that...
Oh, God.
No, Mrs. Guess, I think you really should try. Mrs. Guess?
She hung up.
Yes. Yes, she's the one I'm sorry for.
Excuse me. Is your name Vicky or Anne?
Why? It's Anne.
I'd like a word with you, please, Anne. Do you know a girl called Vicky?
Yes.
Do you know him? He was here last night, wasn't he?
Yes, but whatever happened after they left has got nothing to do with me. He went with Vicky. Ask her about it when she gets here.
She won't be getting here.
What?
Do you know where she lives?
Bayswater.
What address?
I don't know. I used to know where she lived, honestly, but she's moved. Ask her.
What?
That's Vicky.
Is your name Vicky?
Wait a minute, dear. Let me take the coat off.
No, just a minute.
It's the law.
The law? You don't look like the law.
Well, it is.
You could have fooled me.
Yeah, I've fooled quite a lot of people in my time, you know. There are just one or two questions I must ask you.
It's always one or two questions. Vicky, I told you that...
Never mind what you told me.
It's all right, love.
Gonna buy me some champagne?
Not on my salary. He bought you quite a lot of champagne last night, didn't he?
So?
And then you asked him for some money, and you took him home.
That what he says?
How else would I know?
Who cares?
Yeah. What are you so nervous about?
Business might be nervous.
Why?
I'm not on the bash, if that's what you're thinking.
Of course not. Yeah. Well, what did happen after you took him home?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, how long did he stay?
Oh, I don't know. Half an hour, maybe.
Well, and then he left.
Well, if he only stayed half an hour, he must have left, mustn't he?
So what happened before he left?
Nothing.
Did you have a row?
Row? Of course not.
Did he strike you?
Hit me, you mean? No, he didn't.
Did you fall down?
Fall? Yeah, what are you talking about? Think I was so sloshed I fell down or something?
Was he sloshed?
He had a few, but he wasn't no trouble. Why, what's up? What's he done?
It's what he hasn't done that puzzles me.
No, they don't just confess to a crime which they didn't commit. They confess to one that never happened.
Are you sure it was the same girl?
Well, of course. She was the one he went home with. She's not even hurt.
So the incident of him having hit her just didn't take place.
No.
That's an extraordinary thing. Perhaps that's what he would have liked to do at the time. Belt her one.
And then had some sort of drunken memory of having done so.
Well, whatever it was a pity he made that phone call to his wife this morning. He's put her through a lot of unnecessary suffering.
Well, there's no point in holding him then.
No. Have him signed for his belongings.
I was thinking of taking him back to that place. You know, the chandelier.
To put his mind at rest?
Yeah. To put his mind at rest. And mine.
Yeah, this is it. This is the place, all right.
Well, here we are again.
We just can't keep away.
You know, you seem to have made a terrible mistake about them.
Look. That's the friend I was telling you about. That's the other blonde.
Oh, yes. Can you see anyone else you remember?
Oh, well, the barman.
Yeah?
That's her. Oh, that's the one I...
That's the one you what?
Hello, Frank. Everything all right? Better mind the company you keep, then.
She recovered.
She had nothing to recover from.
I need a drink.
Evening, sir.
Evening. 2 large scotches, please.
Oh, I thought you didn't drink on duty.
Well, as of this moment, I'm off duty.
Oh, fine. Would you like 2 of our hostesses to come over?
No, thanks, awfully.
Hey, I was so drunk I had some kind of hallucination or something. Well, I woke up this morning, it all seemed so vivid. Anyone would think I'd been taking drugs or something.
Had you?
What? Oh, do I look like
It's
a...
14 shillings, please, sir.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cheers.
Down.
Cigarette?
No.
Oh, of course you don't smoke, do you? Got any matches, Barney?
Matches, sir? On the house, sir.
Oh, thanks so much. You know, it was a really very lucky thing you having these matches in your pocket. Especially as you don't smoke.
Yeah.
You couldn't even remember the name of the place. Might have taken us days to find it. We'd have had to search every club in Soho. But with these in your pocket, this is the first place we tried.
That's right. You came straight here, didn't you?
Yeah, since they opened this evening.
Say, listen, lads. What about these hostesses?
What about them?
Well, what about them?
What about them? Oh, brother, I bet you guys will be glad to see the back of me, all the trouble I caused. And I guess the best thing I can do is get the hell out of London as fast as I can.
Look, Mr. Guest.
Name's Frank. What's yours?
Adrian.
Well, I never thought I'd be having a drink with a cop called Adrian. Have another.
Thanks. Oh, excuse me.
And how are you this evening?
I'm sober this evening. Here's your drink.
Sorry, I'm on duty again. We gotta go.
Where?
You see.
Oh, you're not leaving so soon. Things haven't started to warm up here yet.
I'm sure they haven't. Come on.
Hey, do old morgues smell like this?
Like what?
Well, a mixture of antiseptic and what is it? Something familiar. Coffee, that's it, coffee.
Perhaps the people who work here drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, maybe they keep a pot perking all the...
Recognize her?
Why should I recognize her?
You sure now? Take a good look.
Oh, certainly I don't recognize her. Who is she?
I'll tell you who she is, or rather was. Heidi Sofet, Swiss au pair girl, killed last night in the basement in Maida Vale.
So?
Cause of death, violent blow on the side of the head. Doesn't it ring a bell?
You crazy or something? You suggesting I killed this girl?
Seems to fit, doesn't it?
It sure as hell doesn't.
Maida Vale's about a 15-minute taxi ride from Soho.
I never saw this girl in my life. Look at her. She's got dark hair. It was a blonde I was with.
How do you know? You couldn't even remember her name or where you went.
You saw her. You saw the girl I was with.
You might have met this one earlier.
You out of your mind?
No, it was you that was out of his mind, remember? Drunk, out of my mind. Wasn't that what you said to your wife on the
That's just
phone?
an expression.
Ah, it's a good one.
Well, I'm telling you, no matter how drunk I was, I wouldn't have got tangled up with a fat, ugly broad like that.
All right, you can go.
What?
Wherever you want.
You mean I'm free?
That's right. Chief has already ordered your release.
I just take off?
You got your plane ticket?
Hey, you don't really think that I... Well, how do you like that?
Well, you're too late for your night flight. I better find you a hotel. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
I got a room on the 9th floor. Not bad, this hotel.
Good, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, cheers.
Down. Well, one thing's for sure, Adrian. You're not one of those mean cops. You know, tough and kind of ruthless.
Aren't I?
No, I should say no. In fact, I don't see you as a cop at all.
I don't see you in import and export of agricultural tools and implements.
No, neither do I, really. Well, it's just business. I'm in it for the money.
Did you make a lot of money?
Yeah, some, around 20,000.
Dollars?
Sure. You?
Oh, around 1,500.
Pounds?
Sure.
1,500 pounds a year? You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, Detective Sergeant First Class, Metropolitan Police. 28 pounds, 10 shillings and 9 pence per week.
For Pete's sake, Adrian, you're never gonna get rich on that.
Do you want to be rich?
I'm gonna be rich. Very rich. Of course, my wife has money.
She has?
Sure, Betty's loaded. House is hers. She's got all kinds of money in the bank, all kinds of investments, but like many people who've got it and have always had it, she doesn't appreciate it, doesn't do anything with it.
And doesn't spend it, eh?
It doesn't use it, doesn't live first class, you know what I mean?
Has this made things difficult for you in your marriage? Her having money, I mean.
Yeah, well, I guess it has sometimes. Sure it has. I mean, it's not easy for a man when his wife's in the driver's seat. Financially, I mean. No, it's not easy.
Apart from that, everything's all right then.
All right.
Your marriage, I mean, on the whole, it's pretty happy.
On the whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's such a thing as a 100% happy marriage, do you?
No, perhaps not. How about phoning her?
What?
Well, don't you want to call your wife now, let her know that everything's all right?
A good idea.
Waiter.
Yes, sir?
Bring the phone in, will you?
Certainly.
And we can call from here?
Unless you've any objection.
Not at all.
Have you any objection to my overhearing it?
Oh, why not? After all, you listened in on the call this morning.
You were in custody then.
Yes, so I was. Bring us the same again, will you, please?
Certainly.
Shall I place the call for you?
Sure, go right ahead.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, I want to put through a call to the United States, please.
Are you a resident in the hotel?
The person who's making the call is, yeah.
Name and room number, please.
Mr. Frank Guess. Room number...
918.
918.
Yes?
Guess, yes. Guess. I want to make it a personal call to a Mrs. Frank Guess. Bangor 25417. Yeah, that's in Pennsylvania.
Bangor, Pennsylvania 25417.
Yeah, Mr. Guess is calling his wife.
Replace your receiver and I'll ring back.
All right, thank you. All right?
Sure.
After all, the taxpayer paid for your call this morning. This one should be on you.
Fair enough. Oh.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know, it's strange, isn't it? Any minute, that phone's going to ring. There'll be a direct connection from this little table in this London hotel all the way to your house in Pennsylvania. The phone will ring in your sitting room or your kitchen.
Both. And in the bedroom upstairs and in the playroom.
4 phones, eh? I wonder which one your wife will answer from. If she answers.
Well, you think Betty might not be there? Well, it should be. The kids will be home from school.
I hope she got through the day all right. That phone call this morning, the way it happened. Superintendent Sutton coming on the line like that. Chief can be pretty blunt. Your son is so official and final.
Yeah.
Must be a harrowing experience for her believing that her husband is in jail on charge of murdering another woman.
Yeah. And I'm afraid Betty is rather the hysterical type.
Is she really? You know, the more I think about it, this whole thing... this whole thing has such a peculiar slant to it. Nothing straight up and down. Everything blurred at the edges.
Yeah, I'll say.
There's something ticking away in there, some undercurrent.
Yeah?
What makes it tick? What's behind it all? All sorts of ideas buzzing around in my head.
Such as?
Well, earlier on this evening, I had an idea perhaps you were being victimized.
Me? How?
Someone's trying to get at you, you know, do you some mischief.
Pretty fancy way of going about it.
Yeah. Then later on this evening, I had an idea it would be you. That you were on the run, or you needed an alibi, or for some reason you just, well, sort of suited your book to be taken into custody. Not long, you know, just for today.
Yeah, that's fancier still.
Yeah, then I thought to myself, who could possibly benefit by all this? No one I could see. And then I said to myself, who could possibly get hurt by it? Who could be...
Yeah?
On your call to America, there's no reply from that number.
No reply, huh? Yeah, all right, I'll try again later. Yeah, thank you. Well, I guess Betty must have taken the kids someplace.
Yes.
You're not drinking.
I am. Not as fast as you.
My mind's working faster, too.
It is?
Adrian, you know what I think?
No, Frank. What do you think?
I really think that you thought something had happened to my wife, that she might have done something.
Done something?
Yeah, done something. Drastic. What do you say, Adrian? Is that what you're thinking?
What do you say, Frank? You're doing the talking.
Yeah, well, I'm doing the talking for you, and I'm saying that is what you're thinking, and not only that. You think that this whole deal, this whole shebang was concocted by me. Isn't that what you think? You bastard. You real smooth bastard. Sitting there, stringing me along, buying me drinks, watching, waiting for me to make that call, waiting to see if something's happened to my wife. Gee, my God, do you really think I'm the sort of person to do a thing like that? Do you?
You know, Frank, it's a fine line between who's the sort of person who might do something and who isn't.
It's not a fact.
Very fine line, Frank. I must go. I have a report to make out.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Adrian.
You got your flight booked?
Yeah, I'm on the same flight tomorrow I should have been on today.
Pity you didn't make it.
Yeah. Oh, so long, old buddy.
So long.
Friday Saffett was killed sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. Well, that was before he went to the Chandelier. It seems incredible that he would go there afterwards and behave as he did if he'd killed someone earlier in the evening.
Incredible but possible. The girl was wearing a blue dress. She was bashed on the side of the head.
Yes, but not in the way he described in his statement. She didn't hit her head on falling.
Near enough. He was drunk. He didn't remember. He could easily have been in Maida before he went to Soho.
I don't think so. It's a different sort of girl, different sort of setup to the one he described.
So what? I'm still hazy in my mind which girl it was.
I saw his reaction to that dead girl. He'd never seen her before.
Come in.
Mr. Guest? Mr. Frank Guest?
Yeah.
My name is Dearman. I'm from the United States Embassy.
Yeah?
I have a message for you. May we sit down?
Miss Dearman, I have a plane to catch. I've got less than an hour to make it to the airport.
I think you better hear
Yeah, well,
this.
excuse me just a minute, will you? Hello?
Hello, sir?
Look, I'll be checking out in about 5 minutes. Will you order me a cab, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and send somebody up for my bag.
Certainly.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Dearman.
The message came over by transatlantic ticket to the embassy about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah?
Mr. Guest, I'm afraid I have to tell you that your wife is dead.
When? How?
Sometime last night. Is there a place near where you live called Strasburg Ravine?
Stroudsburg Ravine, yeah.
Seems she drove her car over it at speed, dropped 200 feet into a slate quarry. It's not established yet whether it was an accident or not.
My God. Oh, my God.
I'm sorry to have to bring you this news. Would it be of any help if I went with you to the airport?
No, thanks. I'll be all right.
Well, is there anything I can do?
No, nothing. I'll go straight there. Come in.
Congratulations.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what it means.
You want a piece of toast?
You think you're going to get away with this, don't you?
You'll excuse me. I have a cab waiting.
You won't be needing the cab.
Look, if something's bothering you, why don't you have the FBI waiting for me at Kennedy Airport?
Because there's absolutely nothing they can pick you up on.
Is that right?
Frank Guest, I'm arresting you for the murder of Heidi Sofet. He made bail.
You gotta be kidding.
I must warn you, anything you say now...
You haven't got a thing to go on.
Haven't I? I've got your signed confession to the murder.
Not that one you haven't.
Several things in your confession time perfectly with that one. Fits like a glove.
What kind of bull's that? You know damn well it can't fit.
Do I? There's just a chance that one of the dark hairs found on your coat this morning wasn't yours, but the dead girl's.
Well, if it was, you planted it there. Now, your chief won't buy that, Charlton. You'll land yourself in a mess of trouble.
I'll take that chance.
You'll never make it stick.
Where were you between 9 and 10 p.m. before you went to the Chandelier?
9? I don't know, cruising around.
No alibi, have you?
I don't need an alibi. Now, look, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to scare me into admitting that I...
Yeah.
Well, even if I did admit that, what good would it do you? You can't put me in jail for that.
Perhaps not. I can make things very difficult for you when you get back home.
Well, there's not a chance because I'm not going to admit it.
We'll see.
You're gonna have a real tough time.
I can be tough. And kind of ruthless.